Okay na.
Ha?
Sure. Your mic is on, but repeat it. Galing mo na muna yung mic.
Hello. Hi.
Hello,
Hear
everyone.
me? Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, Joanne. Good evening,
Hi,
everybody.
Snav.
Evening, everyone. To those who are overseas, good morning. Hello. So I'm Joanne Castro Lim, niece of Noel Castro. So yeah, good friend of Tita Embo.
Unmute na.
Hear me?
I mean, it's just, hi,
Welcome to
hi,
Embo's online tribute.
hi,
So a celebration of his life. Nagdedeli. So a celebration of his life well lived with all of us, his dear family. So I'll be your host for tonight's celebration. So we're live via Zoom and also on YouTube. So feel free to those who are on YouTube. Feel free to post your greetings, your messages, your condolences there, and maybe we'll get to read some of them in between the segments. So yeah, okay, sige, let's start. We have a lot in store for
yeah.
everyone. I I know you know.
Hindi nga, patayin ko na yan.
And so for tonight's eulogy, if you may, if you can, for all of us who are in YouTube also, if you can, please stay with us and please pray with us. So who is Ignacio Gregorio Rodriguez, or as we know him, Embo? So some of us have known him as an artist, a songwriter who inspired us through his songs, a friend who would give it to you straight, no holds barred. To some, he's the confusing, cool, and strict uncle who scares you at times, but still one of those cool titos you want to hang out and have fun with. A hybrid Gen X and Tito Millennial despite his age. A visionary among his peers who won't take shortcuts and compromise. A guy who leaves everything on the floor with no reservations. A father who showed his kids that sickness isn't an excuse for inaction. There's no room to be mediocre and to fight for what is right, no matter how sick or bedridden you are. He just gives everything all out. He never leaves anything for himself. His love burns and creates fires that cannot be extinguished. A fire that will continue to burn. I knew him as one of the closest friends of Tito Noel. I knew him through his songs, their songs, your songs, that have inspired many generations, including the youth of today. So the news of his passing greatly saddened me. I lost another dear Tito, and it's like I lost Tito Noel all over again. But tonight, even for just a moment in our grief, we recall the many stories, the anecdotes, experiences that we have of Embo. This online event, so let's make this a moment to remember how we have shared paths with him at home, in school, or at work, in the Focolare, and to honor how he has touched our lives in different ways. So I think this is also a way for us to gather and console one another of his passing during these dark and uncertain times. So this is not normal. As you all know, we usually see each other every day, every night during a week. We hug and say our condolences face to face. But this virus, this quarantine cannot contain and separate our love for one another and for Embo. So let this be our moment to gather as a family, to console one another, to virtually hug one another. So we offer our gifts of experiences, our stories, testimonies, and songs to Embo. And may these accompany him into the next life. So there. I now pass the mic, the virtual mic, to some of his friends, the Bugoys and the Bugay, led by Jam, Joria, Arnie, and Manny, his friends from the Focolare movement. So they'll share some of their experiences with of Tito Embo and some songs and performances. So take it away.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Joanne.
Joanne.
And so I'm Manny.
I'm Maria, and together with us is Arnie, choosing one of the windows.
Yeah, we're good friends of Embo's. We met Embo when we were Gen, and yeah, and we're also needless to say we're fans of Embo's songs.
Yeah, and we are from one batch. As you know, Embo is well loved in different batches of the Focolare, and we're in the middle batch. And this is our way saying thank you to Embo and letting the family of Embo to lean and the kids for them to know that um, Embo is well loved and he left a beautiful legacy for you and also for us. No?
It's true that yun nga, in Tagalog we'd like to say nakikiramay kami, but at the same time we would like to celebrate the life of Embo, and this is a great chance really to come together as a family, a the bigger family of the Focolare movement, and yeah, just to celebrate the life of Embo.
Arnie?
Arnie, take it away, bro.
When I knew of Embo's what happened to Embo, I told it to my mom and my sister, no. And they said, my sister said, your our mom does not forget Embo. No, and then I remembered there was a time in '94 we were preparing for a concert, a series of concerts to prepare for a fundraising for the Gen Fest of '95. So one we did a backdrop. So it was so big. It's like 25 feet in height and 35 feet in oh, haba. It's like a two-story
Two stories.
apartment.
Yeah.
And we in our house we have back then we had a pelota court, so we bought cables, hung it on this court, and we saw the big job ahead of us. And I helped, and the Embo sewed it even before we mounted it. And Eric Saldariaga back then was helping, and then when Embo started to paint it, he was nonstop. He was really focused, and no complaints. Even I was not doing well in painting because it's like a mural. He was doing the biggest mural ever, he said. And I tried to do my thing in putting shades on that, but I can't. I'm not an artist. I know painting walls, but I can't do that sort of a shade from dark to light, something like that. No. So whatever I can do, he was really happy for helping him, no. And sometimes he stayed at our house for 1 week, and sometimes no sleep because he was really passionate on doing it, no, in finishing it and to make it perfect, to make it beautiful. So at the end, yeah, when we were already very tired, even Gary Besinga saw the enormous job. He even helped at the end, no, to really finish it. And on that week, the reason why my mom can't forget Embo, my grandma was staying at our house back then, and she got sick, and there was no other relative in the house. So Embo and Eric was there. So my mom rushed to them and asked help to carry my grandma, put her in our car, and somebody, I don't know if our driver or my dad brought my grandma to the hospital. And that was it. That was the last time my grandma was in our house, and I was not even able to say goodbye. Good thing there was Embo. was there instead of I was not there. He was there in to help my mom, who was really a bit, so that's why my that's why he was strong also and experienced in when he stayed here in our family. So maybe another close friend, no? Yung mga one of the bugoys. Nato, where are you?
Ay,
Oy,
magandang gabi.
Nato. Ang gabi. So,
Sige,
go ahead.
may tanong ka?
Oh. Since we were small, di ba? Kilala mo na, you met, you know.
Oo, I met
Embo,
actually.
no? So how was it?
Oh, sige. I met Embo since I was probably 8 or 9 years old, no? He was around 6 years older than me. It's still very vivid to me during our visits to San Mateo, no? For the fiesta, ganyan. Me and Oyo would listen to Embo's ghost stories, no? Yun ang palagi naalala sa kanya, no? Mahilig siya magkwento ng ganun. And he was like a kuya to me, no? I remember him taking care of us during Focolari meetings, no? At hindi siya nagsasawa noon sa mga hindi ako nagsasawa sa mga kwento niya tungkol sa multo. Palagi ko siyang kinukulit, no? Then fast forward around after 10 years later, he again attended the Gen meetings, no?
Just gather them.
So we found ourselves working together in Gen Jalo. He was a perfectionist. Being the composer, he had a vision talaga. But he learned to listen and accept the ideas and limitations of each singer or coming band members, no? Together, we experienced what we call, no, Jesus in the midst, no? And you could see he was really happy. He was diligent during practices and always encouraging us. But at the start of each presentation or concert, no, you could feel that he surrenders to what Jesus wanted, no, not what we wanted, but what Jesus wanted from us in the concert, no.
Thank you, Nato. I'm sure also Bimboy is with us now. I'm sure he also has his share of stories of how was Embo as a musician, as a part of Genjalo also.
Yeah, yun. So, nakwento na rin ni Nato, ano, Embo was really super focused on during practices, no. So actually very strict din yan during the practice, no. Lalo na when we're learning a new song, ganyan. Pero being friends, maharot din yan, no? So lagi kami nagbibiruan. Pero by nature, stubborn talaga yan, yung sa ideas niya. Siguro dahil kasi matalino siya, no? Very creative si Embo. But like what Nato said, no, he was willing to lose himself, no, die to himself, to his ideas, no. So to make the song better, no. So it's a product of Jesus in the midst, no? So so even practices, even sa concerts, no, we always say na it's better to be imperfect but in unity rather than perfect but in disunity, no. So we always say na we perform only for Jesus in the young people who are watching us during the concert. So really radical yan si M. He keeps on reminding us, put us back to that kind of mindset, no, during lalo na before the start of the concert.
Boy,
yes.
Can you share a bit more? Nato mentioned that he's a perfectionist. Sometimes he can be serious, no, at work as an artist, no? Pero are there times that he can also be, you mentioned maharot siya, pero any manifestations of this, yung funny moments with Embo?
Maybe especially at work?
Si Embo
Closer
kasi
sa
yung
mic,
ano
closer sa mic, guys.
ha?
Closer
Sorry?
sa mic.
Sorry. Ayan. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Ayan. So, si Embo kasi yun, like I said, maharot yan. No? Between the two of, si Noel tsaka si Embo, ano yan eh, kambal tuko ba tawag? Lagi yung magkasama. No? Si Noel yung bully sa grupo. Binubully niya lahat. Si Embo naman yung bumabara kay Noel. No? So, para kumbaga iti-tame niya yung pambubully Noel. Babarahin niya si Noel para matame parang gano'n. So, yun yung naalala ko talaga dun sa dalawa na parang comedy troupe yung dalawa eh. Lagi kaya pag yung dalawa nagsama, naghaharutan, nagtatawanan na lahat. No? So, I'm pretty sure everybody remembers that. So, yun ganun si Embo, no?
Arnie, nakamute ka. You're muted, Arnie.
Naghang yata si Uy.
Anyway,
Yeah. Anyway,
I love the fact no you mentioned Bimboy na it's better to be imperfect no, but in unity. Kasi but rather than to be perfect but in this unity for artists kasi it's also really hard to lose your ideas. You create a song. It's like your baby, and then someone will come in and say, "Palitan natin yan."
Yes.
Is that the constant dynamics in Genjalo as artists now with the Embo among you guys?
Yeah. I remember kasi pag nagko-compose si Embo, may ano na yan eh, halos nakalatag na siya yung kanta. It's almost complete when we start practicing it na but he still kumbaga is open to the ideas of Noel or of myself for the bass ganyan or of Nato for he might change Nato might change the rhythm of the song no. So you can see na na at sometimes makikita mo parang ayaw niya. Pero if everybody parang he sees that everybody seems to like it better that way, he loses his ideas. He's willing to do that. So yun, ganun siya. Even at work no, I was able to work with Embo no. Ano siya no, very focused siya sa work no, very diligent yan no. So much so na laging nag-aaway yan si Noel tsaka si Embo dahil si Noel very disorganized kasi very creative. Samantalang si Embo very organized, gusto niya masunod yung tamang proseso ganyan. Si Noel mahilig sa shortcut ganyan. So yung dalawa laging but in the end it's still yung love that comes out no kasi what you want to happen is what is best for say for the customer of DFC, diba? So what is best for kasi may mga franchisees, what is best for the franchisee. So yun pa rin lagi ang lumalabas no. So although it becomes hard na makatrabaho sometimes kasi mga kaibigan mo yan no dahil so it becomes hard to be professional kasi naghaharutan kayo outside of work pero when it comes to work you have to be professional but it always comes down to how we love each other in the work in our in Jesus in our customers parang ganun. So it becomes easy also dahil ganun yung kultura.
Salamat Bimboy. Thank you so much. No? So we were telling you guys kanina na we've known Embo pero we got to know more of Embo, got to be closer with him lalo na when we were already married with families. So we would often find ourselves in the schools, so the new family schools. Yeah.
Yeah. In these occasions, so we get to know also Lynn better also, no. And it's very evident with Embo, no. His love something that's very beautiful is his love for Lynn and his pride over his children. No? Um, in each time that we meet, they're not often. It's just by occasion that we meet, or there are times that we just get together, just the three of us, for example. And what really is left in our hearts is the his profoundness. No? Always, he has something that he imparts to us that lives at awe of how beautiful the ideal is, no? How beautiful our life is. It's because we see it in him also, how he lives it and how he prefers suffering over what is easy because of his love for Jesus forsaken.
And very notable is his passion for the arts, really, and to impart this to the young. No? He formed this sort of a band, no, with among them are his own children, no? And they've been creating masterpieces, no, of songs and dances. Right? Okay.
Okay, so now,
Okay.
Yes,
Arnie.
Arnie.
Yeah, si Alan Danog,
Alan.
Alan Danog, he met Embo through the band, no, Jen Jalo. Now he made a video for us, for the family. It's he'll be the one to introduce it in the video.
I remember Embo as a person who is full of idealism and a very supportive and a good person and a true artist. So during those time na newbie pa lang ako sa as the lead guitarist, napaka-humble niya and he's very supportive to me. He will always say simple phrases to me to boost my confidence kasi medyo parang mayayain pa ako nun. So, one day, nung nakita ko na may chat group, Embo Tribute. Nagtaka ako bakit tribute. Then I asked Bimboy about it and Bimboy said that he has passed away na. So for me, it's a shock and I never thought na he died na pala. Well, going back 1 week before kasi the incident, naalala ko na nagpapaayos pa ako ng kompo ko about the pandemic situation sa arranger ko. Eh kaso lang hindi niya makuha-kuha yung dapat kong marinig sa ending part. So out of nowhere, naalala ko iparinig ko yung sa arranger ko yung ginawa namin ni Embo years back when he first recovered sa sleep disc niya. So parang napaisip din ako, no? It was the sign na pala na mawawala na pala si Embo sa atin lahat. It's so sad, pero even though Embo is gone, he will forever live in our hearts because of the person that he is and all his beautiful compositions that we will always be listening. And for me, I am grateful and will always remember Embo because he interpreted my compo and immortalized it with his voice. I like to share to you guys yung compo ko with Embo doing the vocals. The title is I'm Moving On.
Funny how fate can really be so harsh. Thought our love wouldn't last a lifetime. When I was brave to give you my heart away, you walked out and left me stranded. How can you be so unkind and left me here alone in the dark? I don't wanna say goodbye, but you turned and just walked away. I don't wanna live my life without your love, but I know I must be strong and learn to let go. precious moments slowly fading. The love we had was all just a world surreal, lasting only in just one blink. Sometimes I still look back and walk out with my head turned down. I don't wanna say goodbye, but you turned and just walked away. I don't wanna live my life without your love, but I know I must be strong and learn to let go. I will go on and carry on. Yes, I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I don't wanna say goodbye, but you turned and just walked away. I don't wanna live my life without your love. I don't wanna say goodbye, but you turned and just walked away. I don't wanna live my life without your love, but I know I must be strong and learn to let go. I will go on and carry on. I don't wanna say goodbye, but you turned and just walked away. I don't wanna live my life without your love, but I know I must be strong and learn to let go. I will go on and carry on. I will go on and carry on. Yes, I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I'm moving on.
That was a great song. Thank you, Alan. No? Thank you so much. Immortalize talaga yung boses ni Embo doon.
Thank you. Powerful voice. Ganda.
Okay, so at this point, we would like also to acknowledge the presence of our viewers through Facebook Live. You can send your messages or your comments on the message section. You just have to refresh it if needed. And also, talking of messages, we also have a message here from Margot from Baguio, north of the Philippines, and from Marose, who's now in Australia. They have a message that they made together. Let me read it to you. Dear Embo, seriously, thank you for your voice that is indeed music to our ears. You surely made Jesus proud of using your talent so concrete and so loving. You have now fulfilled your journey to heaven. Thank you for the many beautiful memories. Thank you for the friendship.
Ayan. Thank you, Maros and Margot. Now we would like to also view messages again from all over the world. So we have this compiled in a video format. So let's hear it from friends and family of Embo.
Hi, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Ako si Al, nandito ako ngayon sa Toronto. Gusto ko lang makiramay sa pamilya ni Embo, kay Lynn, kay Gab, kay Rap, kay Yanyan, kay Oyo, kay Ara, at sa iba pa niyang mga kamag-anak. Gusto kong i-share sa inyo kung paano ko nakilala si Embo. Well, si Embo, nakilala ko. Siya ang unang Gen na nakilala ko. Dahil nung grade 4 ako, pumupunta sila sa Tarlac para mag-orange or arancho ng mga tao. Kasama niya yung mga Focolarino, sina Jose Luis pa noon. So pumupunta sila sa bahay ng lola ko, tapos doon sila nagmi-meeting. So kami naman, iniimbita kami mga kabataan dahil meron daw parang laro na gagawin doon sa bahay ng lola ko. So naglalaro kami ng cops and rubbers noon. Tapos tinuturuan kaming kumanta ni Embo. Si Embo ang unang-unang nagturo sa akin ng pinakamahirap na kanta ng mga Gen, which is yung Come and Join Us in Singing. Yan. So, nung grade 4 ako, meron kaming project sa school na sinasabi na gumawa ka ng essay tungkol sa isang tao na idol mo. So, gumawa ako noon. Ang title is Embo. Naalala ko pa kung saan ko sinulat yon, sa isang notebook na napakaganda. Tapos, nabigyan ako ng mataas na grade. Tapos, high school, once a year na lang kami nagkikita ng mga Gen. So, sa Mariapolis lang. Tapos, college, university, medyo hindi ako nakapag-meeting hanggang dumating yung second year ko or third year. Yun, nagkaroon ako ng Gen unit. At yun, nakasama ko sila Oyo, si Embo rin, sila Renato, yan yung mga Gen natin. And then, yun, nakasama ko rin siya sa Gen Jalo, sa mga concerts namin. Yun. So, marami akong natutunan kay Embo at ang masasabi ko ay napakabait, mapagmahal at talented na tao si Embo. Mahal na mahal niya rin ang pamilya niya dahil sa Gen School, nakikwento niya sa akin kung gaano niya kamahal si Lynn, yung mga bata. So, marami rin kaming secrets ni Embo. Naalala ko masarap na nakasama ko si Embo is nung nagkaroon kami ng pagkakataon para magkapagtrabaho together after the Jacominos days. So kaming dalawa, nahahatid ko siya sa Montalban pagpa-uwi na. Tapos meron kaming kinakainan na tapsilugan sa Commonwealth. Yun, naalala ko yun. Tapos nag-iinuman din kami sa Sumulong Highway, yung karaoke. Tapos gumawa kami ng kanta na katawa-tawa, which is yung Hotel California, ginawan namin ng kalokohan. So yun, ang title is Nadapa Ako sa Highway. So maganda. So, marami kaming memories ni Embo. At ang masasabi ko lang is malaking kawalan sa akin ngayon si Embo. At pero maraming memories akong tatago at hindi makakalimutan tungkol sa kanya. So, yun. So, Embo, alam ko nandiyan ka na sa heaven, kasama mo sila Noel, sila Glenn, so lahat ng Heavenly Mariapolites. So just watch over us, and maraming salamat sa memories and sa kanta, sa mga kanta mo na I think yun ang legacy mo, mga kanta mo na at ang pagmamahal mo sa mga kabataan. Maraming salamat, pare. And till we meet again. Thank you.
Hi! We are Joel and Marie from Torrance City, California. We remember Embo during our Gen days, and then he was part of the Gen Jalo.
For me, I was together with him in the preparation for GenFest 87 in Manila and also in the Gen Jalo concerts in Tarlac and in Baguio. We will continue to pray for him and for his family. All our unity.
Hi, good evening. This is Raul Menjola from Sacramento, California. Condolences to the family of Embo and from us here, my family. This is Amira, Tito Embo and family. Condolence. Say it. Condolence. So my memory with Embo goes back when we were in Gen Jalo, and he's a really good guy, talented guy in music, in dancing. I think he got it all. And it's really making sure that we have unity when we're doing a concert, also a presentation in Focolare. And that's the memory that I have, that I really remember about him. So good night, my condolence again. We're all really sad about it. Thank you.
Ciao, Embo. But I'm pretty sure you'll be watching this from heaven. So I just want to thank you for everything, for all the experiences and your music. I'm pretty sure that the heart of heaven's rejoicing right now. Ciao, pre.
Eileen, Rafael, Angela, and Gabriel, again, my sincere condolences to the family and to the Rodriguez family. Our deepest sympathy. How do I remember Gregorio Jr.? Okay. E. Okay. He's an exemplary person. He's very good in all. When we speak of arts, he's very good at it. M. When M. Gusto niya Marlboro cigarettes. So, correct me if I'm wrong. So, yun siya. Then, next, B. B, he likes beer. So, sa heaven, beer is a proof that God loves us. So, who wants us to be happy? So, beer, he likes. And O, Embo is an outstanding person. So, in his outstanding person, I believe he had lived a very full life. And that's what he left. Live dito sa Arcobaleno, no? For that, he is loved and missed. Again, my sincere condolences. Take the challenge, bro.
Hi, Ambo. I know you can hear me from up there. Ambo and I were friends, but not the kind of friendship that he has with the other kabatch of our generation, with whom he has shared dark and bright secrets. Whenever we get the chance to talk, it's always something na may hugot sa way of life of the Focolare that we are living. I have always admired Embo's talent, especially his music. In one of my FB posts, where I commended his Victims of Greed song, he thanked me and commented that he writes songs to express his soul. He hopes to convey the importance of universal love, and because he feels that he was blessed with a channel to glorify God, he wants to use the talent God has given him to good use. And he went on to say that, yes, life is hard, but God is our only hope. So let us never stop conveying this message of love that we should concretely live in order to build a better world. Thank you, Embo. You have indeed glorified God with your life, with the life you lived, and with the way you have made use of your talents. And to your family, Lynn, Gab, Rap, and Yanyan, despite the loss of the physical presence of your Tatay Embo, believe that God has assigned him to watch over you throughout your life. Know that you are in my thoughts and prayers during this most difficult time. We will sorely miss Embo, but he's up there enjoying enjoy heaven. God bless you.
Salamat, Embo. You shared your life through your talents, experiences, and your music that echoes until today. I remember when you were preparing one of our concerts sa Makati, halos 24 hours na tayo sa Santa Mesa noon. Tumulong ka in everything, practicing for so many hours, and then helping with the painting with the backdrop with Ramsey. You gave yourself in everything sa pag-prepare na halos mawalan ka na ng boses. We were all exhausted and yet you continued to push through. I know you would never want to see anyone helpless, naapi, or left behind. Kaya talagang nagsumikap kang tumulong sa lahat kahit napagod na. Maraming salamat ulit. My unity and prayers always with you and your family. Uno sempre.
Sino si Embo para sa akin? Embo was like the big brother I never had. You know, as young people in those days, as Gen, we all go through those tough moments in our life. And when mine came, I'm so grateful that there was Embo, together with Noel Castro, the dynamic duo who kind of rescued me. Alam niyo ba kung paano nila ginawa yun? Through music. They made my heart sing again. And Embo was not only a brilliant artist, composer, a talented voice, his craft, his songs, which he always worked on together with Noel, sometimes with us Jen, they gave you a taste of what it means to be immensely loved by God. And they made your soul sing too. They made you want to start again, to love. And how Embo loved the Jen, and he really made us feel it. Many probably don't know this, but when we sang his composition, this song called World Without Strangers, this was in GenFest of 1995 in Rome, in front of something like 14,000 people. We were actually singing over the voices of Noel and Embo, which were pre-recorded. So you would actually see our faces there. Embo wasn't there, but you were actually hearing their voices. And Embo was all right with that, with not being seen, as long as he was able to share with as many people as possible through the words of his song what for him was the greatest story ever told, God's love for humanity. That was Embo. Hindi lang siya Gen professional Gen talaga. And now, I imagine him singing, playing music together with Noel up there in heaven, watching over us, reminding us every now and then to sing. Because behind everything that we suffer in this life, just like I'm sure Embo demonstrated in his last moments, you touch the face of God, who loves you immensely. So, thank you, Embo, for your life. Thank you for your songs. Thank you for your love.
Uttered by a man long ago, amidst a desolate world, a message of peace and love that couldn't reach the hearts of foolish men. For as he suffered and died and left his greatest desire, that we may all become as one. Yet hatred and fear divide us still. After 2,000 What have we done?
We journey on a road that leads us, following the path he traced, a road of peace and love for every man who desires to live his lasting words. That all of us may be one, as the Father and I have always been one. Yes, a united world is in our hands. After 2,000 years, it can be done.
There's a light that shines for us. Even in our darkest hours, it will lead us home. And then the spring of life shall flow, quenching the thirst of our tired and restless souls, to give us strength to go. So the world may know we can all see the world where strangers can come and doors are open for each and every one of different tongues and lands of every color you'll see. We can all see the world where strangers can come and doors are open for each and every one of different tongues and lands of every color you'll see. We can all see the world where strangers can come and doors are open for each and every one of different tongues of every color.
Ang ganda. Thank you, Bugoys and Bugais.
Amazing.
Nakalungkot. No, yung World Without Strangers, pinakita sa akin ni Tito Noel yun. Sobrang proud niya to show their work, show their songs. Na sobrang excited siya for me to go to the Zenfest. Ako mismo. So, thank you to Tito Embo, Tito Noel, and Jalo for that wonderful song. Thank you, Bugoys and Bugais, for all your wonderful sharing. We'd also like to acknowledge nasan sila? the family of Tito Embo. Hello. Hello. So, Tita Lynn, Gab, Rap, Yan.
Hello po.
Tito Oyo. Hello. PJ. Ayun. Thank you for joining us. I hope you are consoling one another in this simple online event. So, yes, we're also on now sa live chat in YouTube. So, if you can't connect, parang you have to go to the YouTube app mismo to see the online, the live chat. So there are a lot of messages actually. If you can read some of them, then from Tita Net, Palawing, unity is a gift. It is Jesus himself. So Embo, we remain united. Death has no power over it. Arrivederci. And from Tito Tita Jackie Mendoza. Unity has no barriers, distance, or age. And yes, Tito Ayo, thank you everyone for doing this for my brother Embo. You're making me discover much more about him. I think we're all discovering a lot about him from our stories, from our experiences, and from the songs as well. So also 100J, a lot of love from Uganda. May Tatay Embo rest in eternal peace. Wow, may from Uganda ba tayo? So it's really nice to share our soul, our heart out with the different people who have shared paths with Tito all around the world. So it's great to hear from all of you also and from those who are online. So marami pa. What are a lot in store for us? We now listen to Choi and Elfio. They also have their sharing as well. So, nakakatuwa yung na sobrang bully pala si Tito Noel. Nabubully niya si Tito Embo.
Actually, experience ko baliktad eh. Parang pag nandun ako kay Tito Noel, nakikitulog ako sa kanila. Basta makulit silang dalawa. Si Tito Embo yung mukhang bully. Tapos kayo ko lang nalaman si Tito Noel pala.
Alam na.
So, sobra kasi
may anecdote ako narinig actually hindi ko na matandaan kung si Tito Embo nagkwento sa akin, but or kinalimutan ko na to kasi sobrang phobia ako. Parang nasa Davao na si Tito Noel. Correct me if I'm wrong, the friends. Nasa Davao na si Tito Noel. May pinadala siya kay Tito Embo from Manila, from here to Davao. So he had to bring it. Hindi ko alam kung paano niya dinala. Ha? Alam niyo na?
Mo lang, parang alam ko siya.
yung pet niyang ahas. Oh my gosh. As hindi ko maintindihan bakit. So I'm sure yung iba alam na, I mean, he loves pets. Tito Noel loves pets, and I'm really surprised, touched, I don't know, of how their friendship has spanned since throughout Focolare, beyond music, beyond faith, and in these mundane things. So sobrang funny. Totoo nga ba yun? So nabully siya. Tawa. And I also like to agree with what they said kanina na Tito Embo is an artist. I mean, we know that artists have their own, creative minds, and they like to. But these songs, these music are their babies. But then, dun ko na-realize during the Gen Fest when we were all collaborating, when we joined, as in the whole, it's a big, various generations of Jalo, the Focolare music group here in the Philippines. And then parang that's when I realized that he is an artist, but he also shares his work with everyone. He made us collaborate kahit kaming youth. Also yan with Salayan yan. So we also had a chance to sing his songs, to perform his songs with our own interpretation, with his guidance. So parang he gave his baby to us as well to take care of it. Ayun. So Tita Choi,
yeah.
Tita Elfio.
Good evening. Now it's our turn. We're the older ones. We're the batch before your batch. Yeah, pero before I start, I wanted to greet Lynn, Gab, Rap, and Yang Yang. Hi. We do this out of really great love for you and of course your dad. My late husband Glenn and I were friends with Embo, together with many others of our generation of young people of the folklore movement called the Gen. Um, Glenn and Embo were so close that even if Glenn and I we were going out already, when there was time to go out with Embo, Glenn would leave me for Embo. Yan, so okay na rin because of course, we're all friends. Now we had many activities which clearly defined the young people, what young people are about, especially in the 80s. We are defined by passion and by the arts. So we took to the streets when we were not happy about society, and we wrote songs about our ideals. Mamumundok kami talaga. Kaya namin. And we sang and danced a lot. But this way of life kept us in the city. I mean, among us. Because we thought that maybe we can still do something with society. And up to now, I feel like we're still doing it. So when you do a lot of stuff together, you get to know one another more. Those years were the first time we heard words like no half measures, totalitarian, fino alla fine, or until the end. We were revolutionaries. And there was like a competition between the boys and the girls doing this thing before. And Embo is he wants to win always at that time because he was younger, no? So maybe he was like more matured at the time that you met him, but during our time he was the bully. And then also Noel, he was much younger din kasi. Now looking back, we all bought into the ideal that we believe in that could change history. Yan yung mga terms namin before. Now looking back, our friendship with Embo taught me about the immensity of the love of God. In the end, it did not matter if we were going or coming back, if we were failing and making a lot of mistakes. Si Embo kasi, what is important is that we stayed. Embo stayed. Sometimes he would leave kasi he gets so impatient with things, but he would come back and he would stay. So he had a lot of questions. He complained a lot and was a true disruptor, very creative, always getting into some accident. We would always bring him to the hospital for some reason. And then he's always in the center of disagreements. He's fun to talk to. He's restless, as I said, many ideas, jumping off from one platform to the next because he can sing, he can dance, he can play the piano, the guitar, the drums. He can do a lot of things, and he would do all of them. And whether literally or figuratively, he was multi-talented and complicated. And this showed in his songs. Pati yung mga tono, hindi pwedeng ganyan medyo may broken chord, medyo off yan, ganyan. So, mas mataas, inaabot nila yon. I mean, they really tried their best to reach it. And Glenn was like, they would do a lot of songs that they would be answering. And Embo always took the role of the dark one, who would say that I am a shadow, I'm afraid to face the light. He had those lyrics. And Glenn was more the realization, so that with black and white, they would show the turmoil, the existentialism that goes on in the heart of a young person. So he collabed a lot of songs and wrote a lot of them with Glenn, Elfio, Noel, Toots, Archie, Ray Chun. These are his kaedad. Now, ako, looking at him from the outside, I saw in his humanity how far God would go to love us if we let him. Some leave and never look back, only to find out that if we do not find God in our lives, it's because we were the ones who left. Embo may have left sometimes, but he was always there. Look, he was still with you. And he was with us. Because the seed of this way of life has been so embedded, so deep for Embo to be really gone. Through his humanity and imperfection, I saw that we shall make it to heaven, all of us, if we stay as Embo stayed. Because Embo loved passionately. And because the love of God is constant, he will be the one to show us heaven, not through our uprightness or benevolence, but if we stayed. So this is how I will always remember Embo, his humanity. And so for this, I think I have a chance. No, with all my mistakes, I can make it. And if I continue to love as Embo did, I know how to do this. So there. Thank you. Short but
Hello, everybody, especially to Rap, Gab, Yan, and Lynn. Nakikirami ako sa inyo. Well, I've known Ambo since childhood. No? We were Gen 3 together. And I remember being a Gen 3. The most fun we had was going caroling every Christmas. No? And from there, even then, you would you could see that he was musically talented. No? He was always the first one to grab the guitar. You know? Actually, nag-aagawang kami sa gitara, but I was still learning then. He learned the guitar before I did. We were also close with the family, you know, with Tito Greg, Tito Flora, Ramon, Bong, who else? Aurelio, Lydia, Lorna, no? Araceli. We consider them family. They were close. As Renato mentioned earlier, we would go to the fiestas in San Mateo, which was our hometown also, no? And we would go at the parades. No? What I remember about Embo, we grew up together, no? And then we really love music. You know? This was our common ground, music. No? And I think one of the most influential time, I think, for us both and was when Jen Rosso came in 1979. No, that was, I mean, we sang their songs up to the next decade. No, of that concert, to Someone That's the Sun. No, and then I think that was when we discovered, not together with all the other Gen, how possible it was to express yourself in music, in dances, we would, of course, before Jen Rosso came around, Jen Jalo was already there, no, the older batches before us, no, and we would also watch them, no, we were just kids then, no? But then later on, it was our time to be Jen Jalo, no, to express ourselves as well. No? But there's always a transition period, you know. So, and it was I was amazed that Embo started out just studying one song, no, and then I remember him kinukulit niya si Billy Funk, no, about this song. Pinaturo hanggang sa natutunan niya, and eventually in the concert, we were preparing for a concert in Rizal, in Meralco Theater. Eventually, he was the one who playing that song. No? For them. No, he started out before that. He was one of the dancers, movers first. No, and then Jen Jalo, remember, is not just a band, but it's a group of performers. No, and then that was what we were. And it was Jen Jalo was, besides the Mariapolis and meetings. No, we would go around to Tarlac, Baguio, Tagaytay. It was a way for the youth, to reach out through the songs, through the dances, to the mimes. And we enjoyed it very much. Of course, there were times when we would disagree, because Embo was a very passionate artist. No? I remember him as a very passionate person, passionate about music. And then we all know that he's not just a musician. He was a visual artist as well. He danced well also. No? And we would have disagreements about things. No? It was good. No? But with all in good time. No? Our experiences in anyway, when there was a time when we made this album, the Towards the Sun album, no? And we worked really hard for it. No? We Embo, I think, composed 3 songs. We collaborated on a few others, and there, each one contributed to the song, no? And then to the album, and we would spend hours and hours practicing, getting it perfectly, and but during that time, you didn't have home studios or anything like that, so we had to do it. We had to come up with the money to pay for the studios and beg for, and then we would also chip in for practice, no, because we didn't have the equipment also, so we needed to go to the practice studios and everything. No, we all for the love of it, no, for the love of the songs that we want to express, no, for. But we were successful. No? We were able to finish the album, and probably some of you remember those songs. One experience with one. I remember one time we finished the album. What can we do next? No, so I don't know how it came up, but let's try playing in a bar. Let's try playing in a bar. So we did. We got a slot. There was this like a talent night, no, in RJ Bistro in Makati Avenue, and we prepared for that like hell. We really practiced for that, and it was me, Noel, Embo, and Glenn. Embo was, and we were performing. We were halfway through our set. Remember, this is around 1986, 87. This was the time when we had power shortage. So we were performing halfway through, and sa awa ng Diyos, nag-brown out. and the performance was stopped. We went out, smoked a cigarette, and say, we agreed, I don't think this is for us. And then it took that, for us to realize that Janjalo is not this kind of a band wherein you look for stardom and anything like that. It is. Janjalo is the expression of the Focolare movement here in the Philippines, or in Metro Manila at least, and then it took that to realize. Anyway, one of the songs in the album, Towards the Sun, me and collaborated. Me and Embo collaborated on that. It was the story of that is that we were in a Gen Congress in Tagaytay, and one night I had the guitar with Tony Boy. I think Tony Boy was there. He wrote some of the lyrics also, and I think Mon Silva was there also, and I was halfway through the first verse, and then Ambo arrived. Oh, meron akong kaduktong dyan. I think I have a set of chords that we can add to your song, and then and then eventually, before you know it, in maybe an hour's time, we finished the song, and we brought it to Ray, Ray was then our assistant to Jen then. He listened to it, he liked the song, but said, let me have the lyrics. I think I need to edit some. And the next day he came, he showed us the lyrics, and then that was it. That was the song, There Must Be a Way. You know? But the song is about, you know, when you are in a Gen Congress, when you are in a Gen gathering, it's easier to love, no? Because everybody is trying to love each one. No? But when you return to you return to, in my case, we would return to our schools, our studies, no? That was when the questions will arise, no? How will I do this? How will I live this way of life when I'm alone, no? So there must be a way, no? So this is how, no, we question, why do people hurt each other? Why is it so hard? But there is a way, and that was, we kept on reminding each other that, no? No? And then this is the song. Again, as I remember Embo, and I always will remember Embo as the passionate person. Passionate, you know. With that passion, he got his drive. You know. If you really feel strong about something, you are driven, and that is Embo for me. You know? Driven to work hard. Anyway, together with some Gen of our time, Annette Balawig and Jackie Mendoza and Choi, we prepared this version of There Must Be a Way for you. I hope you like it.
I've searched in vain and now I'm scared to try to find an answer, find a reason why. Each man stands alone, each one to his own. In the daily struggle, in the battle to survive in this world.
Here I am, trying to understand how a man can hate another man. Why can't we just venture on through life side by side? 'Cause we just can't be on our own. We have to start to open our hearts to the tear that covers a smile. Broken dreams as time goes by, and life becomes a fantasy with no more beliefs. Everyone becomes a lie. It doesn't matter to live or die. And people look at you with empty eyes. There must be a way to start out once again. Together we can set our spirits free, and then you'll see what life should be.
another man. Why can't we just venture on through life side by side? 'Cause we just can't be on our own. We have to start to open up to the tear that covers a smile. Broken dreams as time goes by, and love becomes a fantasy when no one believes. Every word becomes a lie. It doesn't matter to live or die. And people look at you with empty eyes. There must be a way to start up once again. Together we can set our spirits free, and then you'll see what life should be. Where peace and love would conquer, and the world would be a better place to be. And the day will dawn when we live as one. Live as one.
Thank you for that wonderful song. Ito ng version. Thank you, Tita Joy and to Elfio. Thank you also kay Tita Jackie and Tita Annette for also joining us in that song. We also would like to read more messages from those who have sent sa YouTube Live. We have here one ex-gen from Argentina. Marcelo is he's online from Belgium, and he said something like this. I remember the days before in the preparation of GenFest 85 that the Argentinians have made so much friendship with the Filipinos, and I with them. I remember when I sang with the Gen Jalo, and I still get tears. And in the Gen School afterwards, I have so much in my heart, Glenn and Embo. Now it will be a beautiful concert in the sky. It's nice. So right now we're also having a concert for them here. And then from May Pasis, hugs to Araceli. Thank you, Embo, for your life of love. And from Titoyo, we were roommates. We built our room following his design and decorated it with his paintings. We spent nights talking about our lives and our dreams. It was in one of these moments when he told me he wanted to give his life to God. He inspired me so much that it made me rethink my life. Also, Ray S. Hello. Apologize for joining late. This is Mon Silva. Thanks, Choi and Elfio, for sharing your experiences. So, it's really nice. I saw the message of Tito Paul here in Zoom. Ciao sa lahat. So nice to see you all together after so many years. And from Christine and Thomas, Embo brought us all back together. So it really is a reunion. It has been so long, I guess, since I saw all your faces again. There. We also have messages from Ray P. Hi, greetings from Kalimpong, foothills of the Himalayas. Heard from Embo weeks ago also. So, continue for those who are on YouTube tuned in. continue to share your messages, your condolences also to the family. They are here with us. Sila Gab Gab, Yan Yan, Rap Rap, and Tita Lynn. So they are listening to us, and later they will also share a few words from their family. So for this next song, I'd like to share something about it. This characterizes Thomas's relationship with Embo. Two different worlds, but the same life, expressed in many distinct ways. In the end, they lived love, and love gave their friendship its true meaning. This meant the most to them. So here's Thomas with his message, followed by Marcy's tribute for Tito Embo.
Hello to all of you. I'm Thomas from Germany. From 1982 to 1984, I lived in Manila to experience the life of the Focolare movement. I came during the Christmas season and remember very well the first contact with Embo. He was sitting at the back of a pickup, a guitar in his hand, and gave me a big smile. That was the time when we went to visit families and sang Christmas carols. So, from the very beginning, my relationship with Embo was surrounded by music. Oftentimes we would meet in Santa Mesa for practicing songs and dances. Embo was not only a good composer and musician, he was so multi-talented that he even created the choreography for several dances. When we realized that dancing did not really match with my key competences, Embo taught me how to play all those Giangiallo songs. So on stage you would find me at the back playing the guitar. On tour with Giangiallo was a great experience for all of us. We held several concerts, going by boat to Cebu and flew even up to Guam, where we stayed for 1 week. The concerts had been awesome, for all of us a very deep experience. But you can imagine, staying together at day and night with more than 20 people was not always that easy. We all know Ambo with a very strong character, in the sense that he was always full of ideas, very inspired, at times also demanding and hot-tempered. I don't remember the details, but one evening on Guam, we had a kind of conflict and the others left Embo behind, completely disagreed on his proposals. We were shocked and felt that we cannot have a concert the following day with such a disunity among us. That night, the two of us had a long talk on forgiveness, on ricominciare, that means to start again, to see each other every day with new eyes. We had a talk about mutual love, unity and friendship. In spite of the suffering from that evening, we felt that if we start again and forgive one another, we could experience the presence of Jesus among us. I left Manila in 1984. No email yet, no cell phone, walang communication. It took me almost 30 years to come back to Manila. What a joy to see Embo again, reassuring our friendship and unity. And that's how we greeted always up to the end. Uno, my friend.
You came by my way and you cheered my life. In just a short time, our paths merged into one.
We may drift apart,
Hi, this is Marcy. I would like to share to you that day that I learned about Embo's passing away. It was May 9, 1 a.m. in the morning, when I received a news from Choi saying that Embo is dead. I was shocked. I was devastated. I didn't know how to react, what to say, what to do. And moments later, I found myself in the middle of a vast field near my home. It was still dark, with only a very pale moon, but that night or that morning, there were many, many, many stars. I was crying, looking up in heaven, as if searching for Embo among the brightest stars. Because Embo was a very bright star for me. He was gifted with so many talents, and he excelled in all those talents that God has given him. He was a perfectionist. He didn't want anything haphazardly done. And this was his greatest cross. Because not everything, perfection was possible. But this cross was always transformed into something very creative, something very artistic. Like a misunderstanding would become a beautiful song after, or a, uh, a all the failures became something, a product of art in the hands of Embo. So there I was in this field. I was asking my whys, and little did I know that it was already dawn. A new sun was rising. And I realized that Embo is in the sun, another sun, that Embo is in a life that will never end. But Embo is a song that I will never hear again here on earth, but in heaven. And this is the song that I would like to sing to you, that says about in the sun, another sun, a voice in heaven, a song that we will never hear again here on earth. This is for Embo. Sei stato a lungo con me, vicino o sei lassù e sento te
Mark?
Okay, yan. Mukhang nagkaano lang tayo. Habang hinihintay natin si Mark, naka-unmute na siya, tsaka si Phil. That was really a nice song. Naalala ko si Kuya Marcy na nung bata pa ako. Na, nung nagkakatrabaho sila sa I think, sino ba nandun? Sila to, sila na to. Sa Santa Mesa eh. Hindi ko makalimutan yung rehearsal na yun sa kanila. Sabi sa akin ni Tito Embo, parang bait yan, ganyan-ganyan. Tapos parang mamaya pagdating ko dun sa practice, umiiyak na lahat. Kasi doon sa stretches niya eh. Grabe yung jazz hands. Nakasplit na lahat ng gano'n. Pero hindi, so, super fan ng group nila. Mahilig lang pili lang, bibiruin ka lang. Ayan, Mark, ready ka? Naka-mute ka pa? Or unmute? Can you listen? Ayun.
Okay na?
There, oops, wala, bumalik. Okay. Yan, there you go. Hello, Mark.
Hey,
Welcome,
hi.
salamat. Yes.
Game.
Nag-pause yata siya. Nawala ba si Mark?
Hi, hello.
Ayun, go.
I was able to hear previously. Okay, so yeah, I'm Mark from Las Piñas, no? So again from the 90s, so we practically grew up with their songs, no? Part of those that we listened and played to are songs of Embo. Yan, mga like what Elfie was sharing earlier, Towards the Sun, na album, ganyan. Of course, in the Marcy, Glenn, and Noel, definitely. No? Ended up, we are also part of the group naman sa Tagaytay before. Now, the last time that I was with Embo was in Gen Fest. I was sharing with the others na before we played on that evening, we were together lunch up until before we played. Sabi namin, sa kami tatambay, sa kami magkasama. So we really took that time to exchange songs, tell stories. That's also what connected us in music and as a songwriter then. So yun ay magiging last. So condolences to the family. Like to say thank you, Embo, for the influence, the gift. Tulad na sinabi ng iba, you will live through, definitely through the music as well. So we prepared a short song for you. This is the one that Troy was mentioning earlier as well. This was sung by Embo and Glenn. This is called Shadows. It's actually a duet, pero of course, since I'm alone, let me just do a version. So Embo, this is for you. I faced the world and tried so hard to understand my life, but I couldn't take it anymore. I felt I had to hide, and so I closed my eyes and chased the path that led me to a world of darkness. Living on my own, I felt nobody ever cared. And I'm a shadow, I'm afraid to face the light. I'm a shadow, I need to find myself in someone. I'm so alone now. I need someone to open my eyes to reality. so I can see what I should be, 'cause I can't go on, just can't go on. I know that you have been my friend. Don't be afraid to face the sun. Life's not what you see. Life's in you. You know it's not just having what you want, but wanting what you have for you. I'm meant to face reality. Be not afraid and you will see. You are no shadow, for you are meant to face the light. You're not alone now, 'cause I'll be staying right behind you. You are no shadow, there's no one way. You just have to believe, believe in me. I know that you have been my friend. Don't be afraid to face the sun, 'cause life's not what you see. Life's in you and me. You know it's not just having what you want, but wanting what you have for you. I'm meant to face reality. Be not afraid and you will see that we're no shadow, for we were meant to face the light. I'm not alone now, 'cause I'll be staying right behind you. We are no shadow, and together we will run across the horizons and show the world that we are free. We just have to believe. We just have to believe. Believe. Thanks, Embo.
Ciao, Embo. We are all here, the family of Chiara, zoomed in all together without borders nor colors from all over the world. Your family in which you were born. You grew up and matured and lived out your holy journey. I was really so edified during these days to witness the joy, the enthusiasm, and the dedication of many of our friends here and abroad, enduring white nights in different international time zones to communicate to each other in putting up this fitting tribute to you. Amazing, really amazing. I've never seen such a unique celebrations as this in my ideal life. It is for you, Embo, for your family, because you touch the hearts of each and every one of us. We have come a long way together, Embo. We were together when you were a Gen 4, Gen 3, a Gen 2, a young adult, family man, a hard-working man. Also, when you were sick, we were there together. I remember in the early days when we bought together your very first guitar from the Lumano Guitars at Santa Mesa, and unknowing that someday you would have composed dozens of endearing original songs and musical compositions. I remember then, in the early days, consulting each other and buying together your first desktop computer, unknowing that someday you would have become a very creative professional graphic web designer. That is what I call passion and determination. I remember then one experience with the Janjalo that in 3 days and 2 nights before the start of a series of Janjalo concerts in the provinces, you designed and produced hurriedly a 20 feet by 50 feet stage backdrop. Everybody liked it. The original design, that 10 days in the making, warped at the last minute because of our wrong water paint use to no fault to anyone. That is what I call dedication and hard work. Another experience with you is that after months of intense preparations for the GenFest 95 in Rome, a lot of hectic projects and fundraising, together with all the Gen, nightly recordings of our 2 official song entries for the event. You even composed and arranged the songs together with the other Gen. You were there all the time, up to the end. And I remember you approaching me one day and telling me that you will give up your place for someone else to go to Rome. At one point, you were unemployed. We hired you. I remember you were enduring a daily commute from Montalban to Intramuros and back. A hard day's work in our company. Then you brought food to bring food to the family's table. One day, one of the staff noticed that you didn't have any lunch to eat ever since you started working with us. The staff decided to pitch in for your daily lunch. We realized that you were leaving the little food to eat for your family. You were truly a father provider. You are serious in work and hard on others because you are hard on yourself and you're a hard-working man. For a while, your back problem became so serious that you had to leave the company. You were leaving with the support of our community members here and there. We had 2 consultations with Dr. Joel Ignacio, a spine specialist. And I remember very well that the results were really very serious. As days passed, your physical condition deteriorated. And I was really desperate together with the others on how to go ahead. We told each other, remember, to pray harder together. Perhaps we were not praying well, we told each other. And that night, before going to bed, I prayed specially to 4 people, the Funk family. I don't know why, but they came to my mind that night: June, Dory, Eddie Boy, and Glenn. More than asking for their help or praying for their help, I put them to task to do something. And I was really bold and courageous. What are you doing in heaven? I told them literally, do something for Embo. Pope Francis these days said that you have to be bold and courageous with our prayers. After which I went to bed in peace that night, but immediately before resting in horizontal position, I received a phone call from Dr. Joel Ignacio, who was still meeting with the board of the National Spine Institute of the Philippines that night. He was looking for a patient with a natural spine problem, not caused by a traumatic accident. They will have a national conference and they will present a case study on this. Wow. There you are, Gregorio Rodriguez Jr., called Embo. God's love was there for him. All free, hospitalization, private room, 2 disc replacement, doctor's fee waived, post-recovery hospitalization, free medicines, post-recovery consultations for free. All free. I believe it was worth more than 500,000 pesos without exaggerating. And the family can attest to this. It was a new lease of life for Embo and the family. God's love is not outdone in generosity. The Funk family in heaven did a good job, really. There are other experiences on God's love for Embo. Beautiful experiences with the Gen 3 and others. I will finish to write them and send to your family so your legacy lives on for your children. Let me conclude by saying, when life is lived to the fullest, with its ups and downs, what remains is only love. It's like a magnet that attracts everything. It attracts heaven from everywhere, heaven from everyone. It attracts even and especially the heaven from above. Thank you, Embo, for this opportunity to be part of your life.
And
And yun, thank you very much din sa napakagandang experience na yun. By the way, gusto ko ulit magpasalamat sa lahat ng pumunta sa inyo dito. Yung family namin is really very thankful at sinuportahan. Medyo nasa-stuck ako pag iniisip ko, pero sobrang nakaka-warm ng heart yung presence nyo lahat. Na despite situations right now, it makes us happy. And I know yung kids, si Gab, yung family, si Rap, si Yan, si Lynn, na trying really, really strong together. Kahit na bigla, I mean, they because of love and I guess because how Tito worked his family, alam mo yun, together. They were strong. They're strong, you know, even in this situation. Kaya kudos sa inyo lahat. Salamat. Okay, hindi ko naman din. Okay, so ako pala. So okay, this song what I'm performing is yung yan. Yung song na dahilan ba't ako nasama sa Focolare. So basically lahat si Tito sa bahay, sa malaking bahay sa Montalban, no. I guess alam ng iba nun. Paano ba? Dati sa Montalban, ayun, sabi sa akin dyan, beach. Ayun. Sabi dati sa Montalban, narinig, alam niyo yun, nagpapiano lagi Tito. Hindi ko alam kung ginagawa niya. Minsan mawawala na lang siya. Malalaman ko later on, nag-gala sila sa Guam. Babalik. Nasa isang compound kami lahat eh. So, and then one day, yung dad ko, tapos tsaka siya, kinonvince ako about this song, kakanta daw. Sabayan ko daw sa piano. And then, it's first time sumabak sa piano. And I like listening to. Tapos kumanta ko dun sa song. And then, nag-post yung tito ko about actually kung paano nagawa yung song. The song was So the World May Know. And then it became tapos, unti-unti nila ako pinakilala yun, hindi ko makakalimutan, sila Ramsey, sila Toots, sila Nato, sila Noel Castro. Kasi natakot ako sa kanila una kasi 7 years old ako, yung lalaki nila. Nagulat na lang ako out of nowhere, sila Bimboy, out of nowhere na parang rehearsal, as in band sa Santa Mesa. 7 years old ako, parang doon lang ako nakakita ng instruments. As in, ang laki sa akin ng drums, naalala ko siya. So, natakot ako. Pero sobrang, alam mo naman, yung mga Gen, di ba? Very sila, loving. So, naging ganon. Tapos hindi ko alam na concert pala yon. Kala ko, alam mo yun, yung kanta ka na, ganyan, pag sabi niya, ganon-ganon lang. Tapos may stage na pala, tapos uso pa nun yung mga sayaw-sayaw, meron pa sila nung acting na may basketball sa umpisa, parang, uy, may acting din dito. Yan. Tapos, hindi ko makakalimutan yun, dahil dun sa song na yun, hindi ko pa rin kilala yung Focolare. Remember, after nung pagkanta ko doon sa concert, nakadalawang beses sa performance yun. Hindi ko pa siya alam. Later on, si Tito Oyo, and together with Tito Embo, pinano sa Kuya Ray na there's this thing as this idea, ganyan, naalala ko pa tas the first ko na pinuntahan sa Focolare, yung idea of sharing, si Kuya Ray, yung chicken, yung binigay mo yung mas malaki. Hindi ko siya makalimutan yung mga ganun kaliliit. Eventually, this song itself, na if you know one of his friends, si Tito, si Margot, eventually kinuha ko sa Batibot to do that, and eventually nag-roll na lahat for me. So hindi lang siya one time thing, kasi feeling ko I could have been napunta siguro ko mahilig ko sa science nun eh. Hindi ko naman isipin yung arte, pero really it was one of those few things na hindi ako yung nag-move, like it wasn't, and I'm happy for it. Hindi ako yung nagsabi na ito yung gagawin ko. Hindi. It was a choice na nagulat na lang ako nakakanta ako, it became batibot, it became other things, naging umarte ako. And then napunta ako sa production, nung tumanda ako, then napunta na ako sa field ko ngayon, which I'm very happy and I'm very basically from 7 years old, it formed me who I am today. So without this song and surprisingly, naalala ko yata, hindi ko alam kung nag-perform kami sa iba pa na Tito pero officially yung 1992 na concert na yon lang yata yung parang official na malaki concert na tumugtog kami. Tumutugtog kami kung saan-saan. Nagsusulat kami dito together. Pero never na kami kumanta together. The last one was for the same song nung Genfest. And it was the last time. I thought we were talking. Medyo sad pero I'm still happy na it came that way. We were planning to actually, alam mo yun, uncle, ganyan, parang Tito, now that I'm doing this as a professional, so, tara, let's do some songs again, record something, put it out your ideas in this world together with your kids. So, hindi siya nangyari, pero I think may purpose. So, kaya, this song is very important to me. Title was So the World May Know. Nung isang post lang ni Tito nalaman na sinulat daw. Medyo nagulat ako. Sinabi sa Tito, sinulat niya daw kasi pinanood daw ako Tito Embo. So, hindi ko alam yan. So, I'm gonna play the way I remember it. So, hope you bear with me. Okay na naman, oh. Yeah. Sige. Looking at you, I see the sparkle in your eyes. Can't help but wonder if you realize the richness of your eyes. If only your innocence could once again be born within the heart of every man, and peace is beyond land. There is a miracle each one must see in you. You are the voice and echo through the world and wanting to be heard. And you are the light that shines through everyone. Cry out and sing your song. Let everyone understand. The secret is written in your heart. Children, lead the world, lead us back to the start. Children, lead the world. Oh, I'm still but a child, but deep inside I too have wishes for mankind, just like the others. And I want to be heard. And I watch the world around me, and I see the cruel beast that meant to be. It can't believe it too was once like me. There is a miracle each one must see in you. You are the voice and echo through the world and wanting to be heard. And you are the light that shines through everyone. Cry out and sing your song. Let everyone understand. The secret is written in your heart. Children, lead the world, lead us back to the start. Children, lead the world. We sing for all the world to know. Some simple thoughts we'd like to share. There. Thank you.
Nice one! Nakaka-missing Gen Fest 2018.
Yeah.
Super saya that we also got to join in the singing for that one. Sobrang
Yeah.
saya.
Yes, it
Live
was a...
pa.
Yep.
Live performance pa.
Correct.
Sobrang saya.
Actually, ang ganda na nakalimutan na yung song na yun ng matagal eh. Doon na lang uli lumabas yun. So,
Talaga?
kasi never na kinanta yun eh. Kasi naalala ko, kinanta lang yun sa concert and then never ko na narinig ever. Nung 1992.
Ang ganda!
And then up until nagka-meeting, because of, remember, Marcy wanted us do that to a certain song. Di pa namin alam at that time. And then
Yes.
nag-float na lang yung song na yun out of nowhere. And I guess, how do I say, sa pagkakakilala ko ng sa tito ko, marami siyang ginawang kanta. But I think, in his heart, that song kinda tells us kung ano yung nasa utak niya. He really believes in the youth. He really believes in them.
Yes, sobra.
Even naalala ko sa mga anak niya, sinasabi niya na, I like what Tita Choi, I said before. Gusto ko lang sabihin kasi alam ko lahat sa atin pinagdadaanan natin to. Na there are times, he's not perfect. There are times that sabi nga, mareklamo eh. Lalo na sa pamilya namin, alam mo yun, pag nag-aaway kayo at lagi kayo nagde-debate, mas mahal niyo isa't isa. Ganon sa amin. Ganon kami. Pag nag-aaway kayo, mas mahal niyo isa't isa. So, marami siyang issues and all that. No, he's not perfect, but it's out of love. Yung extreme passion niya to love the other and to want to understand. But, gusto ko sinabi Tita Choi na it's just by staying no matter what. And you know, I realize right now, sinasabi Tita yun, kasi sinasabi niya sa mga anak niya yun, at times, kunwari, if he's losing faith, minsan sabi niya, I may lose faith, pero kayo, keep moving forward with God. And I realize why he has so much faith sa youth na he would stay there and see it through. It may not be him who would push things, pero yun, okay na. Okay, next. Meron pa tayo. Balita ko marami pa. Game next.
Ako na. Luha naman tayo. We have more messages pa from our YouTube live chat. We'd like to say some of them also. From Alex Flariza, happy to see my Gen 2 batchmate during Gen Fest 1990. Like Joel, Bimboy, Philip, Nato, and the rest. For the family and behalf of the Davao community, our heartfelt condolences to Embo's family. Uno. From Tita Jackie Mendoza from Rome. Hello, Lynn and kids. To Ara, Oyo, and BJ. Isn't it consoling to know how Embo is loved and has influenced others so much? I'm sure he is happy looking at this tribute to him. And after, concert with Noel, Glenn, and Chiaretta, with all the angels and saints clapping with Chiara on the front row. Virtual hugs for now, celebrating his life with you. Millet Baumhart, thank you, Embo. The love you've given to all, the talent and the music you have left behind will always remain in the hearts of many. Rest in peace. And from Jose Alejandrino, ciao everyone, Embo brought us all together here. Totoo talagang nandito ulit tayo. We're here celebrating his life and sharing all our stories about him, making him present again and again to all our stories and our songs. And so the next one that we have, special. This next segment, these following videos, 3 following videos will be from his Gen assistants. So from Giacomo, Ritor, and Chun. Giacomo as in Giacominos. Yeah.
And 1.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Giacomo from Milano. I'm happy to be with you tonight to remember Embo. I know that you are many, all his good friends, his family, the Poppy from Manila and Tagaytay, And I'm very happy to be with you tonight too. I don't remember much of the past because I do not know, it's a weakness of my age. I forget things, and especially things that happened long ago. But I have very clear the late period when, because of the accident that Carlo Gentile made, I was looking for some information, and it happens that I talked to him thinking that he was Oyo. And on other moments, I was talking to Oyo thinking that he was Embo. Anyhow, that was a good occasion to resume our relationship, to speak about his family, and also about his difficulties, especially the difficulty because of his sickness and the not being able to afford with all the expenses necessary for hospitalizations or doctors or medicines, etc. But I was happy to know that from Tagaytay, someone was helping him. We continue to chat from time to time, renewing our unity, keeping Jesus in the midst, pray for one another. But when the news reached me that he passed away, I was really shocked. The news came from Sunny, a friend of him, a friend of Marlon too, who actually at this time is in the States. Then I don't remember. Okay, so I'm happy that we can talk about him, but I don't have many things to say. I'm happy because he is surely in heaven with his parents, with Glenn, Noel, and Embo. And when I spoke to Oyo the first time, I told him, surely the three of them now will put up a combo in heaven, and they will sing a song, and the entire heavenly Mariapolis will join them. God, the Father, will look at them smiling. Jesus will be happy to hear the Mariapolis singing, and Mary too. I am thinking that sooner or later we too have to go. We will be happy to go to paradise. The problem is that we should be always ready. This pandemic at this time gave us the opportunity to prepare ourselves somehow better. At least this was my experience. Because not being able to attend Mass every day, not being able to go to confession, etc., I had more time to stay home, to attend the things at home, but at the same time have more available time to pray. I attend every Mass, every morning Mass celebrated by Pope Francis, and that is the moment when I remember you, I remember Glenn, I remember all our friends in Heavenly Mariapolis. Many are the Pinoys already there. During my time, there were few those who left us for the Heavenly Mariapolis. But now, from time to time, the news reached me, and I know that the number of the Filipinos there is growing. And that is very nice, because that is the best place where we aim to go. Oh, what else? Me, I'm fine with some medicines that I take every day because of heart problem, but I'm strong enough, I sleep well, I don't eat much, that is very good. But I feel also that I am 75, how long will I last? I do not know, but I'm happy to prepare myself, I try my best to prepare myself. I often remember all of you in the Philippines because Philippines are my second, legally speaking, the second country. But if I listen to my heart, That is my country. You are my people. Every time I meet somebody, some Pinoys in Milano, I always find a way to talk to them, and they're very surprised. Oh, sir, you talk Tagalog. Yes, bakit ba? Ay, kasi matalino ako eh. And they laugh. And then when we continue talking, the other people say, alam ko na. Eh ano, siguro asawa mo Pinay. Hindi, binata pa ako. And they all fall laughing and laughing, etc. So here around our Focolare, there are some Pinoys renting apartments, etc. But very good friends, very good friends. I am teaching Italian in the evening to immigrants, but they are from different countries, from Bangladesh, from Egypt, from also some Pinoys. But I see that the Filipinos' main purpose is to work, to earn money, never mind Italian or not. They know, they try to understand, they do their best. But anyhow, I want just to say that my heart is there with you. I take profit also of this occasion to renew my unity with each one of you. It would have been better that I meet you personally, but I don't have the gift of bilocation like Padre Pio. He was a holy man. Me, it means that I still have to sanctify myself a little bit more, but a little bit, much more. Okay, now I do not want to joke and to spoil your program. I just would like to greet the wife and the children of Embo, and all of you. I know that Chum is with you, Vitor, Freud, and all the Poppy. No, Ephraim, anyhow, don't remember. You see, I do not even remember the name of the Poppy. Ruben, I wanted to say Ruben. Anyhow, all my unity, my heart is with you. I pray, I offer, and I keep unity with you. Uno sempre. Ciao.
Hello to everyone. I am happy to join you in remembering Embo. I arrived in the Philippines in the early 70s, and Embo was one of the young gen. The image that I have of him is Embo arriving in Santa Mesa for the Saturday meeting together with his younger brothers and other children. He was coming from San Mateo, quite far. Fortunately, at that time, the traffic was not so bad as now. And Embo was taking care of these young children, and I remember him gathering all of them at the end of the meeting and together to go back to San Mateo. This image is still very vivid in my mind. So, and it gave me the impression that of one who is really taking care of the others, who is living for the others. Some years later, I worked with Embo in Santa Mesa for New City magazine. In fact, for some time, he was the one drawing the comics for our New City magazine. It was during this time that I became closer to him, and particularly I discovered how he was talented in music, in painting, in drawing, in artistic drawing. And I felt how he was able to communicate his ideas, his passions through this art, through this, Also, sometime we were going out to visit some schools in order to introduce New City magazine. And at times, the teachers was allowing us to go from class to class to introduce new city. For us, it was the occasion not only to speak about the magazine, but to be able to share about the Gen life, about the ideal that was guiding us. Usually I was the one who was starting and the conversation with the students, but Embo with his guitar was doing the best, was doing the most, because he was sharing his experience through his personal composition, and he was really getting the attraction, the attention of everyone. I had the impression that together we were able to share something of the life, of the ideal, something of the ideal that really has taken our heart, to communicate God, to communicate what our life, which was guided by unity, to bring unity. The impression that it remains in my heart about Embo is a gentle smile of one who is able to start all over again, to start to face the challenges of life. Thank you. Goodbye.
Embo's life has been a real gift for many. You are here to witness this. Our paths crossed in the early 70s. Embo was among the younger gen. I was the gen assistant then, and for many more years in my life as a Focolalino. I treasure most these many years because I had the privilege to share with so many gen the ups and downs of growing up as a human person as well as in the ideal. We are companions of the same journey of life, which we love to call holy journey. How true are the words of Chiara. We are created as a gift of love for one another. When you think of Embo, unavoidably, he is associated with Genjalo. Many of you have been or are members of Genjalo now. Let me share two particular moments of Genjalo, of which Embo has played an important part. First, its historical roots. We asked Chiara for a name for this newly formed Gen band. Chiara's answer did not come immediately. We were about to start the first concert in Lipa City. Chiara's answer finally arrived, but in the meantime, out of desperation, we ourselves invented a name, Gen Blazers, meaning bearers of fire. So what to do? As a solution, we presented ourselves as Gen Jalo Blazers. The second important period started with the inclusion of Embo, Glenn, and many other talented Gen. Gen Jalo excelled both in music, composition, and singing, as well as in dancing, in choreography. Above all, the message is singular, striking, and impressive. We started touring the Philippines and went as far as the island of Guam for a series of concerts. We are still hunting for a Betamax video recording of that series of concerts performed there. In the process, a strong unity was built among the Gen. The song Friendship, a song of Gen Rosso, is not just a song, it is a hymn to the everlasting friendship among us, which is supernatural as well as natural. In fact, the song was composed by Generoso for a Focolalino who passed away. This song now acquires a new meaning. I was assigned back to the Philippines towards the end of 2016. I was too old to be a Gen assistant. The center asked me to do something else. Embo came up to Tagaytay to see me on October 24, 2007. He brought up with him his 3 children for me to know them, Kap Kap, Rap Rap, and Yen Yen. The wife, Lin, could not come on that occasion. That was also the last time we saw each other. In the meantime, we communicated through Messenger. 3 things of Embo impressed me. He has not changed despite the fact that we both became older, physically and visibly. But what is deep in his heart remains intact. He was not able to be in contact regularly with the movement, also because of his health. Despite of that, the value of the idea of the gospel continued to be part of his life. Just like what Chiara used to say, the ideal God is like a seed that is planted in us. It will always be part of our life. Personally, I like to say that it is like an invisible compass or GPS inside us, even without us realizing it, that continues to guide us in our journey of life. Embo continued to be certain, to be sure of God's love and of His wonderful plan for him. The forsaken Jesus was his first constant companion in the most challenging and trying moments of life. He updated me regularly of his illness. In one message, he wrote, "In any case, I'm still okay despite everything. Even though I feel very weak and very thin due to my condition, I still know I can get over with this predicament. I offer everything as we were taught by Chiara." Let me quote again Embo from his message to Joy. I always choose to be crisis resilient. There's always a purpose in everything that happens, and God completes the design He made for us. We just need to follow like a thread, which completes the tapestry. At times, the colors are dark, but in the end, the picture will definitely be perfect. To the question of why Embo left us so soon, the answer is he has completed the design of God on him. When I was in Cebu to visit our Focolare there, he saw a picture of me with Oyo, his younger brother. He messaged me, "Nice to see that you were with Oyo." His eldest son, Kap Kap, attended our summer school in Tagaytay last year. Let's take a look when they were practicing for the open city. Kap Kap is the one on the extreme right.
We're tempted by the easier way. Yes, we don't want to suffer if we fail. Although we're wrong, we choose to
After Kap returned home, Embo messaged me. Gabriel, Kap, was really happy of his Tagaytay experience. Thank you. Also, Rap and Yan attended several events here in Tagaytay. Unfortunately, the pictures are of poor quality for projection. Embo's life has been a gift. He, in many ways, touched the lives of so many people. His legacy continues. How are you and the Poppy? This is the question repeated in every message he sent me. Another one, among many others. Please rest, always praying for you and the Poppy. Uno. Just about 1 week before he left us, this is part of his last message to me. Thank you so much, Chun. Yes, I am okay. I hope you and the Poppy are okay too. We are having difficulty due to the ECQ. I appreciate you very much for your unity. Thank you again, Chun, Chao, and Uno. Yes, Embo, the ECQ prevented us from saying thank you and farewell in front of you. But now, distance is no longer a limit. You are everywhere and deep down in our hearts. Embo, ciao, and thank you.
Tita Embo, kung nasaan ka po man ngayon, mamimiss ka namin, mahal na mahal ka po namin. Gusto ko na po uli makipag-video ko sa'yo, kaso lang po bawal na. Tapos, nung nag-video call tayo, nagkukwento ako sa'yo tungkol sa school. I love you po, Tito. Mamimiss kita. Yung nasa buklod tayo. Tumatulong tayo sa environment. Nagkakantuhan, nag-jokes. Tapos, sumasayaw, naglalaro. Mahal na mahal ka po namin. Tapos po, pag meron po akong kaaway, sinasabi ko po sa inyo, Tito Embo, dapat present ka po pag mamamatay na ako, ha? Mahal na mahal ka po namin. I miss you.
Okay. Okay, so sobrang napaka-nice message naman nun from everyone. Before now siguro ngayon bigay natin ngayon yung floor sa family dito sa mga anak niya, and I mean, apart from celebrating Tito Embo's life is of course always with sa family niya, sila Gab, sila Rap, si Yan, tsaka si Charlene. And so, Gab, go, bro, kaya mo yan.
Ciao everyone, I hope you can hear me. Pardon me from speaking Tagalog, no? I would like to deliver you this in Tagalog. So, Tatay Embo, isang tao na totoong nag-iwan ng marka sa buhay ng napakarami. Kung alam nyo lang, Tatay, napakaraming nagmamahal sa iyo. Napakaraming taong di ka makakalimutan sa dami ng iyong nagawa. Napakaraming taong naaalala ka at napakarami rin ng dasal ang ngayon ibinabalik naming lahat sa iyo. Sino mag-aakalang habang tumatanda pa kayo, ay lalo kayong nag-a-acquire ng wisdom Ang tatay na masayahing palabiro nung maliit pa kami at kahit nang tumanda na kami, tatay na masyado pagdating sa values sa buhay. Ngayon, kausap ko na palagi about love, relationships, faith, responsibility, God, and so on, sa mga bagay na mas may sense at lalo pang lumalalim habang tumatagal ang panahon. Lalo na't kitang-kita sa lahat ng iyong mga ginawa ang pakikipag-usap sa mahalagang bagay which is hindi ko noon nagagawa. Sinabi ninyo pa na matagal mo nang alam ang mga payo na ibinibigay niyo sa amin. Kaso, nahihiya rin kayo kasi hindi ka po confident na sabihin worthy ako. Dahil rin siguro noon, mas immature ka pa at emosyonal. May pagkabrusko ika mo. Ngunit ang dagdag mo ay deep inside, yun ang nararamdaman ko sa tuwing nagagalit ako. Yung feeling na lagi akong naiinis sa sarili ko at sinasabi na, ang yabang mo naman, Embo. I remember him telling us na madalas masakit sa kaniya na pinapakita ang coldness sa amin sa tuwing nagtitigas kami ng ulo. Paano ba naman, sobra siyang magmahal at tinaamin din naman niya na sa sobrang magmahal, sobra din ang laging nangingibabaw in the end of the day. Love. Love na ng tawad at magpaka-humble. Kahit pa madalas ay hindi niyo naman kasalanan, kayo ang tatay na may lakas ng loob na maunang mag-sorry. Kasi palagi mong pinagdidiinan na after all, tayo ay pamilya. Paanong pamilya? Sa tingin ko, tatay, ay mainam na ilagay ko rito sa eulogy ang last letter ko sa iyo noong July 31, 2019. My dearest tatay, pasensya na po kung medyo nahuli. Wala na po kasi kaming internet access. Gusto ko lang pong bumati ng happy birthday. Wala rin po akong maibigay na regalo, kundi itong letter na sulat kamay ko. Pero gusto kong malaman ninyo na mahal ko kayo. Sa tingin ko, di po siguro kung minsan di ko po napapatunayan ng 100% sa mga kinikilos ko na mahal ko nga kayo. Kaya sa mga pagkakataong iyon, humihingi po ako ng kapatawaran. Pasensya na po. Pero muli kong sasabihin na mahal ko nga po kayo dahil walang hindi natupad sa mga pinapangarap ninyo mabuti para sa pamilya. Isa sa mga ito ay ang dream house. At ngayon ay nasa amin na ang responsibilidad na linisin ito at panatiling matibay ang dream house ng ating relasyon bilang pamilya. At nang sa gayoy maaari ng tahanan ni Jesus, ang dream house na niyugyugman ngunit hindi magigiba kailanman. At ang pag-aalaga sa bahay na ito, ang pagmamahal na maisusukli namin sa lahat ng kabutihan at pagmamahal na binigay ninyo. Isa pa sa mga pangarap mo na hanggang ngayon ay pinapangarap mo ay ang maging successful kami. Sa totoo, napakaswerte namin dahil wala nang masihigit pa sa achievement na nakamit namin beyond all material na bagay like career at iba pa. At yun ay ang magkaroon ng napakamapagmahal na ama. Gaano nga naman kahanga-hanga at kabigha-bighani para kay Jesus na makita kang sa kabila ng iyong karamdaman na gawa ninyong magluto ng sinigang para matuwa ang pamilya kapag sila'y umuwi na. Ngunit aksidenteng natapon ito pagkatapos maluto sa kadahilan ng kayo'y pagod na pagod at hapong-hapo dahil sa inyong karamdaman, ngunit kayo pa ang humingi ng dispensa sapagkat nasayang ang budget. Matapos nito'y gumawa pa kayo ng paraan para makatawid sa araw na iyon. Sa kabila nito'y wala kayong ibang hiningi kundi ang mapabuti kami. Maaaring ang chip ng sinigang para sa iba, pero para sa amin, wala itong katumbas na halaga sapagkat nasa kanya ang pinakamasarap na ingredient, love. Hindi pa ba success ang tawag doon? Napakalaki nito at isa na itong munting bulaklak sa kaharian ng Diyos. Isa pa, naaalala ko nung binibigyan niyo ako ni nanay ng pabango. Ayaw ko pang tanggapin nung una dahil lang Nagpapakainis ako sa isang maliit na bagay. Napakasuwail ko talaga kung minsan at madalas. Ngunit ngayon ko nare-realize na hindi pala ang laman nitong pabango ang gusto ninyong ibigay sa akin, kundi yung mas mabangong nakasama dito. Yun ay ang bango at tamis ng pagmamahal na galing sa tuwa ng magulang. Marami pa po talaga akong gustong sabihin, ngunit sa lahat ng ito, isa lang ang nakikita ko, love. Kaya naman sa sobrang pagmamahal ninyo sa amin ay nagpapasalamat ako dahil maraming nagbago ang buhay. Pagmamahal na kahit dun sa point na labag sa loob ninyo, gagawin ninyo basta kalooban ng Diyos. Tulad na lang ng pagpasok ko sa seminaryo, tumugon pa rin kayo ng yes sa tawag ng Diyos kahit nasaktan kayo. Ngayon ay kayo pa ang pumoprotekta sa bukasyon ko at gumagabay noong panahong ako naman ang iyong sumusuko. I know that it's a yes with true love because it also has sacrifices. Sinabi ninyo pa nga po sa amin na ang love is never true hanggat di mo ito ginagawa up to the point of suffering tulad ng ginawa ni Jesus, crucified and forsaken. And now I promise na certain na ako at matatag sa choice na pinili ko dahil kayo po ang nagsisilbing inspirasyon. Lahat ng kung anong naabot ko pa ay dahil sa Diyos at sa inyo. Kaya rin naman hindi kayo nabigo sa mission nyo na mag-iwan ng mabuting marka sa bawat tao. Maging ako na kahit hiwalay sa pamilya ay dala-dala pa rin ang markang iniwan ng pagmamahal. And I'm sure na kahit may katigasan ng ulo paminsan-minsan ang dalawa kong kapatid at ako na rin, mata sa message para sa dalawa ko rin kapatid, sasabihin ko na mas marirealize pa nila kung gaano kakahalaga sa buhay nila, lalo na kapag sila na ang tumatayo sa sarili nilang mga paa. Masasabi ko rin na napakaswerte ng mga taong nakilala ka at nakasama ka. Alam kong tulad ko, gayon din ang sinasabi nila. Kaya ang tagumpay namin sa buhay na ito ay isa pang bulaklak ninyo sa langit. Ang dami ko pang gustong sabihin, but all the words here are not enough to express what I really feel. Ngunit sa lahat ng ito, gusto ko pong sabihin na masayang masaya and proud akong ikaw ang tatay namin. Thank you po. Palagi ninyong tatandaan na palagi ko kayong pinagdarasal. Alalahanin niyo rin po na kahit wala kayong matamo dito sa lupa, basta't faithful kayo sa will of God at tinatanggap ang lahat ng ito ng buong saya up to the very last. Tiyak na great reward is waiting for you in heaven. Siya ay si Jesus. Kaya wag mo pong kalimutan siyang sandalan kasama ng ating inang si Maria sa tuwing nararamdaman po ninyo ang suffering tulad kay Jesus forsaken. Mahal na mahal ko po kayo at mahal na mahal kayo ni Larap at Yan. Happy birthday. Gayon na nga ang nangyari dahil sadyang matindi na rin ang sakit ninyo, tatay. Kahit nung panahon pa lang na iyon, sadyang nakakapangamba at talagang naisip ko na deserving talaga kayo na makatanggap ng ganoong klaseng sulat. Ngunit sa kabila ng lahat ng pangamba ay medyo mahaba pa rin ang binigay na panahon sa inyo. Lahat ng panahong ito ay ipinagpapasalamat ng pamilya sapagkat wala kang sinayang na kahit kaunti nito. At isa sa mga pinakamatinding bagay na talagang nakikita sa inyo ay napaka-unstoppable ninyo. Kahit na mukhang imposible ay pinili mo pa rin na gumawa ng mini business. Lahat ng ito ay sinubaybayan ninyo at tuwang-tuwa kayo sa mga finished product, ang produkto ng pagiging responsable at pagkatuto na tumayo sa sariling paa. Unstoppable nga po kayo, tay. Sa pinakang huling mga sandali mo, ay mas pinili mo pang ang bonding ng pamilya. Kahit sa kabila ng sobrang tinding paghihirap sa panginginig at paghingal ng matindi, di ka namin mapigilan kahit sobrang daming beses namin sabihin na wag na, tatayo ka pa rin at itataas ang dalawang kamay at sasabihin, tara, practice boxing. Alam nyo na hilig ng pamilya iyon. Kahit nangangatog ay masaya kayo dahil nakakapag-banding tayo. Sa tuwing naaalala namin ang mga kwento na ito ay para bang nag-flashback ang memories na pagkarami-rami na hindi namin kayang ipagkasya dito sa maliit na letter na ito para sa inyo, tatay. Pero isa lang ang masasabi ko, ginampanan ninyo ang tunay na pagiging ama at nung huling yugto ng iyong buhay, kahit anong paghihirap mo, pinili mong manatili sa pamilya, nawari bang nagsasabi na, nandito ako, palagi sa inyo, ibubuhos ko ang sarili ko, lalaban hanggang sa dulo. Mahal na mahal ka namin, at alam naming mahal na mahal ka ng Diyos, tatay. So that's all my message to you. And just this morning, we practiced a song. Tatay composed had written and composed many songs, even on the time of his sickness. No, sickness did not stop him from composing all these songs. So we will sing to you this one of his compositions. 1, 2, 3. Minsan pa buksan ang mga mata, kahit pa hapdi ang nadarama, sa bawat sandaling wala nang iyong ngiti. Huwag kang mangangamba, narito ako. Kailan may di ko hahayaan na ikaw ay mahirapan. Sa mga panahong ikaw ay nasasaktan, sa iyong pagdurusay di kita kayang iwanan. Damhin mo ang aking pagmamahal na naghintay sa iyo ng kay tagal. May bagong umaga na may dalang pag-asa. Umagusmang lahat ng luha sa iyong mga mata. Masdan mo ang pagsikat ng araw. Langit man ay abot na ng iyong tanaw. Hayaang mapawi lahat ng iyong kalungkutan. Nang hindi may kukubling pag-ibig na walang hanggan.
Minsan pang buksan ang mga mata, kahit pa hapdi ang nadarama, sa bawat sandali wala nang iyong ngiti. Huwag kang mangangamba, narito ako.
Damhin mo ang aking pagmamahal na naghintay sa iyo ng kay tagal. Bagong umaga na may dalang pag-asa. Umagusmang lahat ng luha sa iyong mga mata. Masdan mo ang sikat ng araw. Langit man ay abot na ng iyong tanaw. Hayaang mapawing lahat ng iyong kalungkutan. Nang hindi may kukubling pag-ibig na walang hanggan. Damhin mo ang aking pagmamahal na naghintay sa'yo ng kay tagal. May bagong umaga na may dalang pag-asa.
Umabos mang lahat ng luha sa iyong mga mata.
Masdan mo magsikat ng araw.
Langit
man ay abot na ng iyong tanaw. Hayang mapawin lahat ng iyong kalungkutan. Nang hindi may kukubling pag-ibig na walang hanggan. That's all. And we would like to thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Ayun. Gab, family, Lynn, thank you very much. Salamat talaga sa time na.
Thank you po. Thank you rin. Thank you to all of you. The friends of Pocolare.
Yeah.
To all the relatives also. Those titas. And for all who are watching. Yes, we are so grateful to have this. Happy. Tatay is happy right there in heaven. They are now singing praises to glorify God together with Kiara, with Tipon, with Lolo Greor, Tito Glenn, and Ninong Noel, and others as well. So we really thank you. I know Tatay is happy. Thank you.
Ayun. Thank you very much for being kind to share your dad with us. Thank you. Kita tayo.
Salamat sa kanta.
Thank you po.
So, Tito Embo's legacy continues nga talaga. Ika nga ni Chun, and we can see that his legacy lives on through you guys, through his kids. And in the end, nangingibabaw nga talaga ang love. So, I guess this is what siguro Tito Embo would have wanted. Even as he passes on, we are still here. We remain in love, and that's what's important. Amidst all the trials and the challenging times that we are experiencing right now, and amidst our grief also, we celebrate his life, we celebrate the love that he has taught us, that he has shown us. So, thank you.
Yes, and as sabi nga doon sa letter ni Gab to everyone who didn't follow, in general, the gist to us, they're explaining what kind of dad they had the experience of that father who always introspectively try to looks at himself, like sometimes how it pains him, Tito Embo, to ayun, sometimes we have to discipline our kids and to because he felt that these are his shortcomings that he loves so much, and his kids are saying that their dad dreams of success. To them, they already got it because of the experience yun, their father gave to them. Yeah. So, love lang daw. Yan. Yun yung short. And, sabi nga nila, anyway, for anyone here ba ngayon sa Zoom who wants to say something before we wrap this up and end, yung mga hindi nakapagsalita or anyone?
Also, one more pala.
Okay,
Yung kaninang nag-video, sorry na wala ako kanina. Kaninang nag-video na kid, she is daughter of Agnes Muescan. She's Wabi Grace, daughter of Agnes Muescan. I think Jen before also, I think in Bukas Palad ba? Sabi ni Ninang Maros. And she looks up, si Wabi Grace, she looks up to Tito Embo daw. He helped their family before. So, tatay na tatay talaga siya to everyone. I
Yes.
guess. So,
And I guess what we could celebrate in this time na naka-lockdown lahat na let's make sure that this distance that we feel for that we have to do for each other doesn't distance our hearts from each other. May this actually bond us more. You know, it's ironic that death would bond us together in a time where we're all separated physically. And I hope we move forward with love. No matter what's happening, let's not forget the bottom line is let's love each other and be kind to each other. Yun. Yay! Woo! And thank you very much sa lahat ng mga ano. I hope yon. Baka may gusto pa sabihin ba? Last call. Meron pa ba sasabihin before we say bye-bye?
Yeah.
Raise your hand.
Kay Gab, kay Gab, kay Yan.
Wala na. Sige, unmute na natin lahat.
Ay, si Tita raw.
Yes, go.
Tita Ana.
Lynn, para kila Lynn, kay Gab, kay Rap, kay Yan. Maraming salamat dun sa kanta nyo. Naramdaman namin lahat kung gano'ng ka-close yung family nyo. Salamat sa witness nyo. Naiyak kaming lahat. Salamat. Kasama nyo kami.
And anyone else pa?
Ano naman may gusto pa sabihin before we wrap everything? Go lang.
Pwedeng mag-request.
Yes?
Pwedeng marinig si Lynn.
Yes. Sige, tanong natin.
Oo nga.
Tita, Celine? Saka naman.
Okay lang.
Okay.
Yun ang gusto ni Embo eh. Why? Stay strong.
Ayun. Thank you very much. To everyone, thank you sa pagpunta niyo lahat. So, meron pa ba? May mga ball? Wala na? In 5, 4, gano'n. Anyway, okay. Thank you very much. Salamat sa binigay niyo time. To Tito Embo's family, thank you very much for your generosity of sharing his life to us. And thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Beach. Thank you, Joe.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Love you all. Bye.
Paul!
Thank you.
Lynn.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Yan, wrap, Gab.
Ciao sa lahat.
Bye.
Hey, John.
Hey, ciao.
Thank you sa lahat.
Uno sa lahat.
Ciao.
Bye.
Pwede pala to.
Francis.
Bye. Love to all. Uno.
Ciao.